Hello, Bradford City fans. Another away defeat today for Bradford City in League One as we went down 2-1 at Burton. I think that's our 9th away defeat in 11 games, which is just not good enough, really. Graham Alexander has talked about how performances on the road have improved since Christmas or since the turn of the year, but unfortunately results don't seem to have followed. I really thought after the Reading performance, where we were really unlucky to concede 2 late goals and lose 2-1, having dominated the game, and then obviously the win at Port Vale, 2-0, were fantastic. I really hoped that the away form had turned, but it just doesn't seem to have been the case, and since then we've gone down a couple of times on the road. Today it was a similar team to what's been played in most games recently. I think the only change was Baldwin coming into the back line for Torre, so Tilt switched to the left and Baldwin slotted in the middle. The game started probably the first half, or most of the first half, we were the better side. We've had chances to take the lead. Bobby Poynton's gone through one-on-one, drags his shot wide. Tyreek Wright has a good effort, saved by the Burton goalkeeper. Will Swan doesn't make a good connection from across from the left-hand side when really he should probably score. So we had the chances to be 1-0 up before Burton took the lead, and then Burton get the chance and score a free kick from a wide position into the box. Graham Alexander's talked previously in his press conferences and mentioned it after the game today that Burton are very good at set pieces from wide areas. The cross comes in from the left-hand side, centre half gets up above every Bradford City player and heads it down, and it bounces past Sam Walker. When you see it from behind the goal, Sam Walker has to do better for me. Looks like he should save it. I'm not quite sure how he doesn't manage to save it, to be honest. And we're 1-0 down at half-time, probably against the run of play. Second half starts. I thought Burton were the better side at the start of the second half and deservedly got the second goal. It's actually quite a good goal. It's worked well. The lad on the edge of the box loses the ball but manages to recover it again and lay it into Tyrese Shader, or Tyrese Shader, I don't know how you pronounce his name, who actually finishes it really well from the edge of the box across Sam Walker into the corner. Walker's got no chance with that one, and we're 2-0 down, and at that point, if you didn't know it already, Bradford City 2-0 down away from home, it's game over. We ain't coming back, not with our away form, and that's really disappointing. Changes were made. Evans came on for Nerfville. Metcalf shifted to right wing back. Sarcevic went off again, which looked like an injury, although I believe Graham Alexander said afterwards that he's not injured. It was just a precaution, and hopefully he'll be all right for the next game, which isn't actually for another fortnight when we play Northampton on Good Friday at home, so there's a chance for him to recover. I think Nerfville going off was also a precaution to stop him getting injured, but we just never looked like getting back into the game. I know Stephen Humphreys had a free kick that forced a decent save out of the Burton keeper, and obviously Tyreek Wright's got his third goal in recent games late on when he's gone through and tapped it under the keeper with his first touch to bring it back to 2-1. But in those last 5 or 6 minutes, I think it was the 92nd minute, we pulled one back. In those last 5 or 6 after that, we never really looked like equalising, and that's a major worry. Like I say, it's 9 defeats in 11 away games, which is going to hold us back, and if it doesn't stop us from falling out of the playoffs positions, it's going to cost us as and when the playoffs do start, because one of those legs is going to be away from home. We just simply have to improve away. I know Graham Alexander said the performances have, but the results haven't followed. Fingers crossed that, like I said, Sarcevic and Nerfville will benefit from, and other players too. Poynton, who's been carrying a bit of a knock supposedly as well, will benefit from the sort of 2-week break that we now have before the Northampton home game. But the pressure is increasing on our home form. We obviously dropped points at home against Mansfield the other night. We just can't be over-reliant on our home form and expect to win every home game to keep us in those playoff positions. Something's got to improve, and we've got to gain results away from home, whether that is a mentality thing that needs to improve. Graham Alexander thinks it's a mentality thing. He's hoping that the 2-week break will do us good, and a few people saying that obviously once we concede a goal away from home, we just know we're not going to get back into it, and the heads go down in the stands as well as on the pitch, and that's a problem. Like I said, we can't become over-reliant on our home form, which we are doing at the moment, because we will drop points at home. hopefully we can reset over these next 2 weeks and the home form can continue to be good and we can pick something up away, because we're going to need that to get in the playoffs and then to be successful in them if we do get there. Onwards and upwards with the West Yorkshire Football Show.